Alright, these might look like game-changing feature-packed premium JBL headphones, but after actually using them, something feels a little off. Like, they almost nailed it, but not quite, and that's exactly why the JBL Live 780NC and 680NC are so confusing. On paper, unreal value. In real life, it's more like great leaps, but some very obvious missteps. So the real question is, are these worth your money in 2026, or are they just another pair getting lost in the noise? Let me start with something that hit me immediately. These look like headphones from 10 years ago. Not ugly, just kind of outdated. Both the JBL Live 780NC and 680NC have this chunky, hockey puck ear cup design. It's functional, sure, but not exactly something that screams modern premium. And in a world where brands are going sleek and minimal, this feels the bit behind. That said, it's not all bad. The metal hinges feel solid. The leatherette headband is clean. And they fold into this compact heart shape, which actually makes them super easy to throw into a bag. Now comfort? That's where things get interesting. At first, I didn't like either of them. They felt tight, a bit awkward, but after a few hours, they grew on me. The 780NC, being over-ear, feels more relaxed for longer sessions. The 680NC, on-ear, puts more pressure on your ears, which you will notice. And yet, every time I took off the 680NC, I felt that small relief like, okay, finally. So if you're not used to on-ear headphones, just know there's a trade-off. Now here's where JBL goes all in. Both of these headphones are loaded with features. And I mean premium level loaded. You get Adaptive ANC, ambient mode, spatial audio, multi-point Bluetooth, auto pause, custom controls, Auracast support. Honestly, for the price, that's impressive. But here's the problem, and this one actually annoyed me. You can't fully turn off ANC out of the box. Yeah, you heard that right. You're stuck switching between ANC and ambient mode unless you go into the app and manually add the off option. Why? In 2026, that's basic functionality. That shouldn't require an app. It's a small thing, but it breaks the experience. Now, to be fair, the app itself is solid. You don't even need an account, which is rare these days. And once you're in, you can tweak almost everything, from ANC strength to touch controls. But the touch controls themselves? Not perfect. You actually have to press harder than expected. There's a learning curve, and sometimes it just doesn't register the first time. Again, not a deal breaker, but these little things add up. Now let's talk about the most important part, sound. And this is where things get weird. Both headphones use the same 40mm drivers, but they sound completely different. The 680NC, heavy bass, punchy, fun. If you're into bass-heavy music, movies, or gaming, it hits hard. Explosions feel big, beats feel alive, but the soundstage is narrow. Vocals feel a bit pushed back. Instruments don't feel as open or detailed. Now the 780NC, it's the opposite. Wider soundstage, cleaner separation. Vocals sound clearer, but the bass, kinda hollow. Not weak, just not satisfying. So you're basically choosing between 680NC fun but cramped, 780NC spacious but lacking depth. And here's the honest truth. Neither is perfect. They feel like two halves of what could have been an amazing headphone. Individually, they're good. Together, they highlight each other's flaws. And no, I don't think the 780NC justifies being around $90 more just for that wider soundstage. That's not a smart trade. Both headphones come with solid active noise cancellation. The 780NC has more microphones. The 680NC has fewer. But in real life, you won't notice much difference. I tested them in everyday situations, fan noise, traffic, random background chaos, and both did a decent job. They reduce noise, they don't eliminate it. You'll still hear things if nothing is playing. And honestly, that's normal for this price range. Where they do shine is consistency. Whether you're walking outside or sitting in a car, the experience stays stable. Ambient mode is also solid. You can stay aware of your surroundings without taking them off. So yeah, ANC is good, just don't expect flagship level silence. Now, if you plan to use these for calls, I'm going to be blunt. This is not their strength. Yes, they block background noise pretty well. But your voice, it sounds compressed, distant. At one point, I was told I sounded like I was fighting an ocean. That's not a compliment. So if calls matter to you, Zoom, meetings, content creation, look elsewhere, because this ain't it. Finally, something JBL absolutely nailed, battery life. These things last forever. Around 80 hours without ANC. Around 50 hours with ANC. And honestly, that lines up with real usage. I use them for almost a full week without charging. That's rare. Charging takes about 2 hours, which is fine considering how long they last. So yeah, battery is a big win here. Here's where things get tricky. If you're looking at the 780NC, you're entering a very crowded market, and that's a problem. Because something like the Sony WH-CH720N exists. It's cheaper and honestly, the sound quality is more balanced. Sure, its ANC isn't perfect, but neither is JBL's. So why pay more for something that doesn't clearly win? Now the 680NC? That's a different story. On-ear ANC headphones are rare these days. So even though it's not perfect, it actually has a niche, and that alone makes it more interesting. So let's be real. These headphones are good, but good isn't enough anymore. The JBL Live 780NC, it gets lost. Too expensive for what it offers. Too many better alternatives. Unless you specifically want that wide soundstage, I'd skip it. Now the 680NC, that one's more interesting. Not because it's amazing, but because it fills a gap if you want on-ear ANC headphones with strong bass and solid features. This actually makes sense, but even then, only if the price is right. Full price? I'd hesitate. On sale? Yeah, then it becomes a much easier recommendation. JBL tried to do something big here, and they got close. But instead of one great headphone, we got two almost headphones. One is too hollow, the other is too narrow. And in 2026, that's just not enough to stand out. So if you're choosing between them, ask yourself one simple question. Do you want bass or space? Because right now you can't have both.